5 players lined up. Liquid looking to try and actively contest that space as FUT continue forward. It's even so far.
It's a complete forfeiture of this space from Liquid. Barrier mesh goes up for a moment. That's going to stop players flooding out from main. It's tree where they'll head. There is time to set up this post plant and get the spike down quite comfortably. But Liquid are already trying to interrupt this.
Oh, look at this. Straight in. Players getting tagged up. Keiko next on the kill feed. That's combining the last 2 remaining players for FUT and Tree. An advantage for Liquid to work with to send the pistol round home.
We're bringing ideas to the table with this double sentinel yet again. That now makes it 13 rounds with no defeats as long as they have had both of those sentinel players on their comfort pick. There.
Needs to make sure he doesn't get caught out. He's just caught by his own utility, actually. So players try to make their way in. A lot of spam. Serial, he needs to try and hold on. A little bit of delay for the rest of Team Liquid to get into position, which they do.
Oh, look at the barrier mesh as well towards Bend. It's actually cutting off any players moving into position. So the spike is stuck. They're in the crosshairs of Liquid. And one by one, they will be toppled. qRaxs finally finding some impact, but he's still got 3 more kills left to find to deny this bonus. Players by his side could potentially fake the amount of presence if he does just show face.
Oh, Keiko.
Straight in.
Yeah, he's caught here. No chance. And that's an upgrade for Zeus to work with. Not a player that you want to get that upgrade if you're a Team Liquid fan. Nats, I mean, he's getting put under extreme pressure. The rest of Team Liquid not in position really to support.
Immediate response with the ult though, and so that's going to allow Liquid to come flying back through. With the hinder landing onto MrFaliN, the salvos will confirm their target. 2 on 2, only the 1 upgrade on Zeus. He's got to be the man to do it all for them right now. But whether he leads with ACS globally or not.
Camo already deep on towards rubble. AtaKaptan, he's TP'd all the way towards A heaven. This is a spot to work with.
I love this, just sensing that Liquid were trying to play this one forward, so he's right in the backlines and still they're searching.
All up top, well, it's worked out. Now, how can they crunch into the remaining player that was in A main, now gone, Serial and Hobbit.
He can still hold the line here as well. There's one more sound sensor up towards stairs, so for the most part knowing that FUT playing closer towards the site as things stand. Liquid flooding in through the backside, looking to bury a couple bodies on the way. Keiko the first of them, but FUT responding in kind. Zeus helping support AtaKaptan, and now with twice the player numbers, FUT are starting to look elsewhere. They fire off in unison, putting paTiTek in a 1 versus 4. A recovery on the rifle round, looking ever more likely.
Pati was a player last week who was able to have highlight
through the revolving door. As you can see, there are 4 Liquid bodies on B, but they can't support Nats, and so he has to give the site up.
Spike a little bit delayed getting on towards this site. Could still be a fake, but yetujey's just walked straight in towards a kill trap. And now the Nightfall invested, doubling down right now.
I mean, look at the disconnect. MrFaliN's not even on the scene just yet.
Yeah, well, we're even going to get an annihilation in. Liquid, spot on with the ultimates, spot on with the kills. Everything looks good.
Reaction.
Down allows the cross towards Hobbit. There is a sound sensor to work with, and it will activate, buying some time. Camo's come straight in, finding 3. The players in B main try to escape.
As soon as that cam hits a player, they're going to pull the pin.
Well, here it is, thrown straight into the mix, and yetujey has no way of escaping. Does FUT. The 3 players looking to re-engage, and still, though, look at this. Team Liquid out cleanly, and they're 2 to the good.
The spacing of the ults has been brilliant from Liquid. They do still have Keikos left here if you perhaps wanted to go check what the post-plant positions look like on B, but FUT are walking into an empty site. Liquid happy to give this one away, play with the numbers, and trade effectively. FUT need to take space if they want to give themselves any chance at recovering this.
Perhaps get one back in their favour.
You can't play on the site.
There's loads of players that are elsewhere, isolated. Camo, though, isolates one on
One round, which they were able to pick up, wasn't a play. That was dropping in behind with AtaKaptan.
Through these angles is going to make things even more worrying. 3 players seen on the drone. Well, they don't get suppressed. Liquid now no actionable intel, and that's why you're starting to see Keiko move towards the A side of the map.
Also brings up another prior concern that FUT haven't really been able to scale very effectively at all here. Liquid conditioning so much of this space, and as you can see, Serial has his signature back up, the grab net in his hands. It's going to be a direct A execution, which we look for. Zeus, so many times, reliant for FUT to come up with the goods, and he'll finally deliver, but it's only one.
It's only one, and Keiko straight back in, and Team Liquid holding on to the advantage. paTiTek close by, FUT stuck towards the front of sight, stunned up. Keiko can't make good of his chance. Can paTiTek? No, he can't. Now, Serial into the mix, trying to find something. Nash does it instead!
Punished for it. Seemed like decent work to start things off. I mean, Zeus had opened up the site for them. They lacked this control, and if you didn't see it the first couple times, it's Nat with the silent drop when the attention...
that latter stage of the first half, where they're going to realistically need to be used now or in the next round. Utility through the A fight seems to be equal right now, although Camo's not done.
Huge kill for him because the refract is back up, so if he wants to keep getting aggressive, he can. Instead, Liquid are having bodies dropped on their doorstep, still warm. As qRaxs has managed to loosen paTiTek's grip on the A site hold, it's onto Camo to do it all.
At least to get something there, it's not going to work out. This is a 2v2 though. That's a rifle upgrade. This is not looking good.
And both initiators have their ultimates, so if you want to respond to any initial contact, you could! It's Nats again, and Keiko!
This time round, they've just poked their head out, cleared it, and FUT have scaled all the way up on A in the meantime.
Look at the setup. It is traps towards backside, so Nats is ready for these duels. Beyond the cage, he's dropped in and spotted. Zeus knows about it. It's about to go down.
Oh, this is a really nice Armageddon. It's just spot space. There's so much utility back and forward.
Voice line up the voice line.
Yeah.
Spike down A.
But it's Liquid when the dust settles that pick up all the pieces. They've managed to deny all that space from FUT. I mean, it was the Armageddon which has done the heavy lifting, and so back to B they go. It's another 4v2. This time, I want to see them take some ground. You can't sit idle, or Liquid will make this 11.
But yetujey is watching towards heaven. At the same time, Camo's walked in towards Waterfall.
Big 1 versus 1 in that position. AtaKaptan needs to do something here to give FUT any kind of a platform. The infallible form that they previously posted is looking like a completely different conversation today. AtaKaptan, first of those kills. yetujey. Zeus will have to siphon powers from the skies above, and it starts in the worst way possible. Instead, Camo's the lightning as the electricity flows through his veins, taking all power. No point saving any credits. Camo right out the gate, another kill added to the tally. Heads starting to roll as FUT have fallen well short of the mark here. They trail in players in rounds. Can't wait for yetujey. Has to take matters into his own hands, the captain.
Up close and personal. Camo was already low. Disengages to get the reload off. As the players walk forward, they'll collect another. The last player remains for FUT is yetujey.
Coming back from Masters, Liquid, having played more rounds than any other team in the region, only just shy of the 2 finalists from Bangkok. But as that development process continues, it seems like they've found another win.
Cleared that question mark in mid. Now they can start to lean heavier towards one of the sides. It's going to be A. While qRaxs is standing the test that Team Liquid put forward, an advantage with Spike down on the ground. How did Team Liquid try and rescue this from the grasp of FUT? It seems like it should be Keiko to do it. Spike on the ground picked up.
It's only going to go for a tap, trying to bait FUT back in. They don't have any extra utility to challenge him with here, but he does have a nade for a little more space.
So if 10 seconds left. Get a chance to use it. It looks like it's going to come down to the gunfight. Both players looking, well, Team Liquid looking to send it in, although they've not thought about Zeus playing from Mail. Looking to try and post this one home, but instead picks up a rifle. The players don't know about his position, and Keiko walks straight into his arms. 2 entry kills for FUT.
It's constant layering of control utility in mid as well, which is keeping Liquid at arm's length as Nats just not finding the value from AtaKaptan.
Locked all the way up by the wall, and paTiTek, one of the few rifles, has managed to find kRaxs. Yetujey though fills back in the space, using their own wall to try and get onto the angle, which they'll be able to use. Now Nats moves in, Yetujey under fire. He's got two, but giving away rifles to Team Liquid in which they can work with.
Such a big round to turn the odds in their favour. A costly conversion, if they're able to do it, and Camo will add to that to min-max things a little further.
Audibles have been heard, that's why Camo repositioned. Keiko holding the crossfire. Worried about CT, where AtaKaptan could have went in the sky to go and clear out any space that they're worried about players to be in. Straight into the site, Keiko gets the first.
It's with the showstopper as well, so counts for nothing there as Nat crosses the threshold. It's AtaKaptan with two back. A 3 versus 2 situation. It favours Liquid for now.
That spike plan and the position it is in default. I mean, Team Liquid have to play on the site.
Looking to try and fight towards Garden as well. It's Keiko first contact and paTiTek falling back to the pillar. Nat curious of the potential. Flank coming in. Keiko locking things down. Foot will go. qRaxs in the corner. He has a way to get out, but Zeus does as well. Here's a little easier. Keiko with the punish. Camo in behind. Liquid arriving on the B site. There's still bodies here, but they're just the next ones on the chopping block. Yetujey holds, but not for long enough. And so the party
kind of
be put back another in the process. Liquid on the offensive. This one, the gun round. It's a dimensional drift from Camo that puts him right in front of the rest. And with the combo utility, he'll take backside control.
Team Liquid looking to back up, backfill the space that was created. His foot immediately to fight back. An advantage in which they can trade down from. Team Liquid making their way on and doing well, or so you thought. Foot straight back into this one. Oh, they decided to cancel it. No, straight in. I mean, it looks like Foot are just going to miss their opportunity here, although Zeus does get Camo.
And while Camo is dead, it means that qRaxs is actually able to just hold on to this space himself, someone that we so often see on an initiator. Now free roam on the duel list and locking Liquid in to the B tower. Up into the apartment block they go with the intent to hit the site.
It's whether you're locked in with Liquid or Foot's the one that's locked in, and it looks like it's going to be Foot that's caught. Liquid now looking to continue forward. A Viper's Pit deep in. It just tries to go and catch a player off guard, which does not work out. qRaxs now has to try and clutch up a 1 versus 3.
You're looking for Nats here if you can find him. I mean, players are low. The nade would have been nice. There's a star on the spike, and you're out of options if your name is qRaxs.
Yeah, I mean...
How is he still alive?
I don't know. The fact he's decayed all the way down, it should be
clearing out middle. This is why you pick the sky. You want the info. Yetujey gets it through a face check, and it's a rough procedure that he goes through. Scarred as he drops back. Zeus holding on to heaven. And that's where Foot hold on to hope. I mean, look at how late this attacking rotation is through middle.
Looking to maybe have an ace up the sleeve later into the round, but so whether Team Liquid can actually hold on to the site in the meantime.
Yeah, and Foot just haven't read the situation, so they're slow to re-engage themselves. This double-pronged backstab prepared, hovering above their shoulder blades, whether they know it or not. AtaKaptan getting another kill in the time being, and so now the penny drops, and as Zeus swivels his head, he drops to the ground as he's filled with lead. paTiTek one back, and now there's really a chance, but the defuse coming in, Serial buying time, smoke to deny visual. It's a hit and hope, and those shots in the dark simply won't land. Foot restoring their lead in the rifle buy. Another purchase for both teams. This one a big swing round, not too much money left on both. But qRaxs can add to the sky and the comp, and they've not got the info.
Team Liquid running out of time. They need to commit to something, and it looks like it's the B side. A player in towards Rafters, found out. Serial gets that pick. Still though, MrFaliN's coming in late. He could get the perfect timing right now, and Liquid haven't thought about it. Activated at the right time. Still though, they keep their head even. 3-3 right now.
Seeker's coming out, but no capitalization. Only MrFaliN there. Zeus finally following it up, but a 2-on-2 situation, and the rotation only coming in now.
You Look at where paTiTek's going. He's escaped in towards CT. Something to work with. His foot come into the site. A 2 versus 1 where Kamo needs to stand tall and does so. Yetujey still holding on to him. They've got 5 and they're ready to send him forward with all the ultimates that they have in pocket. Don't account for Yetujey playing in the corner and Kamo so deep. The foot think about elbow. Well, they do now after the players walk in.
Credits, whichever way you flip it. Liquid on their defender's side against Gentlemates last time, they really struggled to get proactive and clear together. Group up in the latter stages of the round, and with 30 seconds gone, it's still looking all too individual. Keiko, what can you do?
Looking to play anti-flash. The flash comes through, the players don't look. Keiko with the perfect timing. It goes even all across the board.
The reason why we maybe don't see the sky too often is so easily countered. Keiko well read, and Kamo following through.
I mean, Spike noted you heard the sound cue coming through, but Camo's thinking about another peek. Flash in hand, it comes out, the players both come through, and look at this! To that position.
Oh, it's a mid-fight early. Zeus and Kamo locking horns. Zeus getting the better of him, but rifle back to Nats, so no harm, no foul as far as he's concerned. A chance to add a couple kills more to the tally. He'll do it, signing off on the death wave. In these situations, playing super passive, just inviting the space, playing for that retake as the defenders as a group. And something else, just getting the elbow crossed. That's what Serial's going to do. Boxed in with the gravity well, but he can't capitalize, and so Patty's only got a ghost. His work's cut out for him. What are you going to do? Just fall to the ground. Very bodied in the back sight. And now FUT have the advantage.
Advantage of time. Liquid, they don't have the advantage of weaponry though.
That's with the rifle in hand. Keiko with a satchel. A chance for him to close the gap, and if the captain can capitalize, then that's your way back through. This avenue currently guarded by just one, but it's AtaKaptan that stands as the gatekeeper. FUT holding. Another rifle round as well, and Liquid are on their last few pennies, so this one has to stick. Nats doesn't need the rest of his team. Zeus, again, a player who just goes straight in and fights on his lonesome. With a TP, he'd feel safe, but no rendezvous required. It's Kamo that backtracks after finding Yetujey and putting them up by 2 players. They couldn't convert from this position last time. Can they do it here?
Sure, Nats will be telling the boys to be playing together. TP in towards CT. Keiko would have heard this and he knows, spot on, really go. The last 2 remaining for FUT go in towards heaven.
And now it's a 5-on-2, and those weapons are hot if you're Liquid.
Ready and rearing to go. That Seize doesn't quite catch MrFaliN, although thought he was well within the circumference.
Sure what, utility path. That would make it 5 out of 6 on the defender's side this time, and continue adding to that stat that we so heavily referenced on Lotus.
2 ultimates being used, one on either side. Seekers to clear out the A side as FUT are very straightforward, direct.
They're light on this push as well. I mean, it's 3 players which hit the site. You would have been going 3-on-3 in any previous rounds.
The only thing is, though, that spike plant is very open, and look at FUT, they're straight away trying to take heaven.
Such a late rotation for those players currently clamoring through CT. Kamo is onto the site early doors. Dimensional Drift has revealed MrFaliN is caught. It's heaven that you've got to be concerned of if you're FUT right now. Those are where the player numbers lie and may well go dead and buried. Keiko, Kamo, 1-2 punch. Double duelist getting double the action. Liquid currently in front by just a man, but that's very quickly settled as Nats has found himself up in the bird's nest, securing that spike defusal.
Definitely don't, and we've seen him come up before. Needs to come up with a good here.
It's so cheeky from Nads, and it goes completely unpunished, and as FUT continue to bang their head against the wall, Liquid do make concessions, playing from backside. I mean, Nads gives himself up in the situation as qRaxs lands the showstopper. Both players blind by their own team's flash. Keiko gets nothing. Liquid don't get bounced back until paTiTek hits the scene. 2-on-2, and it's Serial to take the next step. 1 versus 1. Yetu round the corner.
Send him all the way up.
This is the tour de force. I mean, he is already nestled himself in quite nicely. Behind the toxic screen is where AtaKaptan was looking to go. But that trip's cut short. so it will be for the rest of FUT because they've not managed to break the neck of the site and get past that initial setup.
At the same time though, Zeus is scaling well, taking his time in doing so, being patient, and FUT are now starting to head over towards this side of the map.
And it's at this point in the round when you enter that second phase where Liquid now need to be searching for some information a little bit more proactively because the setup does have gaps. paTiTek is aware of the walk that Zeus is taking towards spawn.
Oh no! I mean, paTiTek being brought to 10 HP. You've got to be looking at Camo here. Can he stand the test that FUT's about to push forward?
FUT now calling the cavalry over. The A onslaught begins with Camo caught at the back of sight. Keiko helping support. It's a layup for the slam dunk as Camo has found himself on an off angle, a deep angle, but he goes back in.
Oh, brilliant timing from Serial. And if they
gets the
need
reward.
showstoppers there to be used.
There is, and this is where Liquid will then look for that set retake. I mean, right now I've got to be focusing on that to invent. He sits right in the middle of a couple of FUT players, whether they know it or not. It's MrFaliN that will go down, and now warning signs for them as they'll look to set up on B.
Now, it looks like Team Liquid are in position to send this one home in a 2-0 fashion. 5 players standing there. Yetujey looking to play upset as the ultimates come in. AtaKaptan can't stand the test. Now, a 1 versus 4, which he'll have to try and clutch up. Yetujey won't be able to do it. And Team